Welcome. My name is Tracy Cook, and this is a podcast series, Victim to Victory. This series gives a voice to those that have overcome obstacles in all forms, that dare greatly to share their real stories. Amazing humans that have seen hope and risen above those adversities to become victorious, that now go on to support, empower, and inspire others to do the same. So please subscribe and comment to go into the monthly draw to win access to the Brand Your Story Academy podcast creator course. And today we have a very special guest with us, and her name is Yolanda Kennerly. Welcome to Victim to Victory.
Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here and contribute in whichever way I can.
I've been so looking forward to this interview with you, Yolanda, because I know that you're a very successful entrepreneur. You're an online marketing strategist, a business coach, a speaker, an author. And let's talk about the author. You're a Life by Design Amazon #1 best-selling author. And we'll get into the chapter of your book, which is From Mortgage Broker to Online Marketer. And you live with your husband, Mark, and your daughter, Isabella. We better mention her. And your little fur teacup, Pom, Asita. And you live in North Carolina. Now, one thing that I really love about watching your journey and the way you're empowering other women in the online space is I know how much you serve your community. And you do definitely serve from the heart, empowering women in your local community pregnancy centre. You've also owned and operated your own mortgage company for over 20 years. Wow, what a dedication and what knowledge you have around that as well. And you made that shift to online marketing, which is a huge shift. And it was due to the instability of the banking industry. And I'm sure we'll hear a little bit about that in your story. The most exciting thing that I know that you want to share with our audience today is how you're helping female entrepreneurs to increase their influence, to boost their sales by creating a magnetic, standout brand. Yolanda, you are wearing many hats. You're wearing them very, very well. Where does your story start?
Wow. Well, I was a very happy mortgage broker for many, many years. I had, niched down to who I was going to serve. And I was like in abundance of clients. I really had a very successful business. Unfortunately, like you mentioned, in 2017, because in 2018, we had a huge banking, craziness happened, right? Well, I was able to survive that, believe it or not. And it simply was because I was working with a specific ideal client, which was first-time home buyers. So I niched down to that. And I knew that first-time home buyers was the people that I was going to come and I was going to serve. And I love doing that. I love being invited to the barbecue parties after they had their, housewarming event and all of that. But in 2017, the banking industry again was literally taking 60 to 90 days to close a loan. That was impossible for me to be able to, bring income into my household on a consistent basis. And so one of my employees actually invited me to come and take a look at something that she was up to. And it was network marketing. Now, I had never heard of that term because I was always used to traditional business owning, you brick and mortar and all of that. And so I went, I saw what, she was doing. And I was like, man, I could kill this. When you go with these big ideas of what you could do. And the thing was that the services that I was going to bring to the marketplace via the network marketing company married very well with my mortgage company because there were utilities and things for the household, right? And so, yes, I was able to build a team. I was able to, make some money, but it was taking a very long time. I mean, it was like I had to be out of the house on a consistent basis. I had to be out prospecting. I was like, I can't do this. Like, this is not going to make me the kind of money that I'm used to making. So I literally had to, I am going to be honest. I got on my knees and I was like, Lord, what's going on? Like, if this is not for me, take that desire away. But if it is for me, help me to do this. Because I wasn't really bringing in any income for my mortgage company. And I had to make a decision because, whatever we focus on grows, right? And I was focusing 50% of my efforts into my mortgage company and 50% of my efforts into the network marketing company. But one day, as soon as I, released it and I was like, I don't know what to do, I need help, a lady popped up on Facebook, which I was not much of a Facebook user. I used it just for a little bit of social, but not much. And she was talking about how you can grow your business on social media. And I was like, excuse me, like, who does that? Right? Mm-hmm. And so I connected with her, and it was the best, like it was something that I thought I was in another world. Okay. But let me take you a little bit back in 2017, when all of that happened. I mean, my world really got shattered because in 2017, I was a single parent and I had my mortgage company, right? And I had to figure this thing out. I didn't know what to do. I was already in my, right at my 50s almost. So I was thinking, what am I going to do at this age? Going to go and apply for a job? Is this going to be something that can actually, help me to be there with my daughter? Because my daughter was really young at the time. And I decided, okay, network marketing is going to be my vehicle. This is how I'm going to do this. But when that lady came on social media and said that I could literally grow it from the comfort of my home, from my phone, just by doing live videos. And I thought, what? So I made a $97 investment to learn how to do live video. And she had an affiliate attached to her challenge for 7 days. I had never heard the word affiliate either, so I knew that this was put in front of me by something bigger than me. So what I did is I invested my $97. She said, hey, if you invite other ladies to take part in it, I'll cut 50% to you, right? So I was like, okay. So I started inviting all of these ladies that I was coming across that were about my age group that really weren't doing live video. This is back about 5 years ago when it was very, very few people were actually doing live video. And so during the 7 days, I made $600. I could not believe my results, like just for inviting people to take a look and learn something that I'm also learning through live video. I need to figure this thing out. So then what I started doing is I started doing live video challenges and offering those to other people because I already knew how to, at least I knew how to go live, right? Mm-hmm. And so then I started learning about, how to introduce yourself, when you go live, how to ask the question, how to get engagement, how to open up the live video, and how to, engage with your audience, and then do a call to action, right? To take it to the next logical step. And so I learned that so well because I practiced it every single day. And so I did a 30-day live video challenge on myself because I wanted to be consistent. I knew that consistency was what was going to help me to really feel comfortable, have confidence, and really show up for myself and for the people that were being attracted to me. And so within those 30 days, I had people reaching out to me, asking me, Yolanda, can you please show me how to do live video? You're so natural. And I'm thinking it's because I practice every single day, right? And so I started doing live video challenges, and I started to grow my tribe because I also offer affiliate, product services and things like that. And my business just started growing literally organically, simply by me going live myself, but also teaching others how to do the same. And so from that birth, a desire to coach female entrepreneurs and to really help them to increase their influence, to boost their sales, and to create a magnetic standout brand where people are attracted to you because what? They know you, they like you, they trust you, and they really want to move forward with you because they like what they see. And maybe they envision themselves having a business like that. And so my whole heart goes out to all of them with female entrepreneurs, especially single moms, because I've been one myself, how we can literally grow a business from the comfort of our home, be at home with our children if we wish to, right? I just wanted to be there for my daughter when she got home from school. I wanted to make sure that I could see her out to the bus and, be available for any of her trips and things like that. And so I was able to enjoy that because the sacrifice that I made to build my business was time. I was just putting in the time because at that time, I didn't have no money. That $97 that I invested into my business, it was like, should I do it? Should I not? But I thought, you know what? My goal is to get a return on this investment. Right. And the return that I got was $600. So I was the only female at that time that made that type of money. And it was so funny, Tracy, to see it happen because I didn't know you can make money online. Remember, I'm used to offline type of business. And I remember my PayPal dinging, ding, ding, ding. All these little $47 were coming in. And I was like, what? $600. And I told my husband, this is it. Now, by that time, I was already married and I'm like, this is it. I'm going to learn how to grow a business from home. Like, I'm really going to put in all of my efforts into it. And I have had phenomenal results, not because I'm all of that, but because I'm following people, I'm modeling people that have already got the type of business that I would love to have. And so all I did was I didn't reinvent the wheel. I didn't try to be perfect. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff that I do is so very imperfect, but I just go for it because I have a dream and a goal. And I know now that working for me, I'm speaking for me, working outside of the home, I probably was never going to get paid what I believe I'm worth because I have a lot of knowledge in regards to business. So I didn't want to clock in. The biggest why for me, they say your why has to make you cry. Well, mine didn't make me cry so much, but it inspired me. My whole why was I did not want to clock in and I did not want to clock out. That was it. That was my whole why moment, right? And so that inspired me to continue to move forward, to, invest in myself. I invested by, sometimes it was late nights, studying, learning different strategies. How do I, have those conversations? How do I create this, this lead magnet to give away and, be there for my audience? And it was all really just a matter of time. And so within, me running this 30-day challenge that I did, after that, I was like, you know what, businesses I'm built on 90-day, like really being in the trenches for 90 days. So I did the same thing. I put myself on a 90-day boot camp for myself and boom, my coaching business birth. What do I mean by that? People were asking me, Yolanda, can you coach me? Can you help me to get on the leaderboards? Can you help me to really figure out like who my audience is? How can I grow my audience, like all of these like in-depth stuff that they didn't know how to do. I started learning more about it. So I became more valuable to the marketplace. And then, I was able to help I've helped hundreds, probably thousands of women by now, live video, and really like how to be confident on live, and also the thing that I just want to say, if you have a desire to build a business, do not allow age to get in the way. Sometimes we're talking about, well, I'm too young. Sometimes we're talking about, well, I'm too old. Listen, you can build a business at any age. Okay. Like I am 58 years old and I feel like I'm just now getting started. Okay. Like, oh my gosh, this is like the best second part of my life or whatever, because in online, there is no such thing as age, right? You attract your ideal audience. And most of the time, probably 90% of the time or 99%, they are just like you, right? So I have attracted a lot of entrepreneurial females that follow me, and I'm helping them literally to grow their business from wherever they want, like from their phone, from their computer, traveling, not traveling, whatever. And it has been really a blessing for me and for them because I love empowering women. So it's been an awesome journey, in my opinion.
What a fantastic journey. Now, this all started around 2017. You're a single mum, your back's against the wall. Do I continue? do I continue with a clock in, clock out job? The stress of that, the fear of what's going to happen next. You want to be there for your daughter, but you're also conflicted because you need to earn money. And how many people, especially in the midst of the last couple of years, are actually facing that at the moment? And especially a woman, when she gets to a certain age, you think, how employable am I? I've got the tools, I've got the goods, but who is going to hire me? It's not saying people don't hire, but the chances are kind of getting a little bit slim. And at some point in your journey, you've got all of this knowledge and you're worth more than an hourly rate, right? You're worth more than people saying you're 2 minutes late back from lunch, or no, you can't have a sick day off to be with your child because you've got to make up your hours. All of these things that go along with full-time work. And there's nothing wrong with full-time and part-time work, because people are building side hustles as well to have the freedom to make choices, right? To live our life by our design, to create the freedom in the life and businesses that we want to create. And that's where Life by Design, produced by Kim Ward and published by GWN Publishing with Lil Bukowski, that's where it was born, right? So what does Life by Design really mean to you?
Well, for me, what I feel like my life by design is, I had to ask myself, Yolanda, what do you want? And I had to sit myself down and write it out. Because a lot of times we don't speak from the heart. We'll say, I just want some money so that I can have, the necessities. Well, I wanted to go deeper with that. I wanted to be able to get up without no alarm going off in my bedroom. I wanted the sun to wake me up. I wanted to be able to go for a walk in the morning, have a nice cup of coffee without the pressure of the time on my back. And I wanted to be able to live a certain lifestyle that if I say at 2:00, I'm going to go and, go have coffee, or if I'm going to, whatever I want to do with whoever I want to do it, right? Like if I want to go to the park at 2:00 in the afternoon, I could just get up and go. Like, I literally created my life by design. I can go on trips and still do business. Like I'm doing a 90-day virtual boot camp right now with about, 15 to 20 female entrepreneurs. And I was on my 15-year anniversary up in a penthouse, and up there, I'm over there doing live videos for them to continue to do the work so that I can help them to succeed. So that's the beauty of it, that you literally can create a life by design. So I like the fact that I took the time to ask myself, what do you want? And I answered myself, this is what I want. So I still have I wrote down, what is Yolanda's perfect day look like? I wrote down every single bit of it. Like I thought about when I wake up, what do I do throughout the whole day? And when I go to bed, like what does that look like? And so the thing that it does for me, it gives me inspiration to continue to work, to continue to move forward. Because once you have that big dream and it's so solid within you, all you have to do is just believe it. And the thing that happens is so beautiful. Of course, there's a lot of other things that you need to do, right? You need to make sure that you have, you're in alignment with what you're doing, that you really are growing in the areas that you need to grow in. And so I notice that things just are attracted to me that take me to the next level. Like I don't have to go and chase anything or anybody for me to be able to acquire the things that I wrote down on that list, which is awesome. And that's one of the things that I tell women, especially women, because we're so wrapped up in family, children, school, everything, right? We're connected to everything. But a lot of times we disconnect from ourselves. And we do not go to that place of a dream. I want to create a dream, a life that I really love. And that's really for me how it happened, because I really wanted to create a lifestyle that I love. And really it's something that I designed, right? Nobody else is pressuring me to do this or the other. I designed my lifestyle. And I really love, the lifestyle that I've created, and it's paying me very well.
And just with a few simple actions and failing forward imperfectly, but just taking the action. And like you said, Yolanda, so perfectly, just making the decision that of what you want can just propel you on just such a different level. And you don't have to be perfect, and it can be at any single age as well. Now, what do you hope that people really take away from your chapter in the Life by Design book?
Well, the one thing that I would really love for people to take away is that you can always shift. Like maybe you have a job and it's not serving you anymore. It's not serving you. You're not happy to go to that job. You don't feel like, oh, I got to get up because I got things I want to do and all of that, right? You're going because you have to, not because you want to. You can shift anytime that you want, right? The thing that I would like for people to really take away from is that you are truly the designer of your life. You are. Nobody else can create your lifestyle for you. So me being at 50 something, I don't recall if I was 53 or 50 something, when I made that shift, I wasn't scared because my whole thing was, this is a perfect time for me to shift because I knew that my energy, my passion for what I was doing was going away. It wasn't there anymore. But when I would hear little things about live video, when I would hear little things about how you can grow a business, I would get fired up. And so I knew that my next season was going to be in a totally different world, doing the same thing, business, but in a totally different way, which made me grow, right? And become, right, that girl that wants to show up on live video. That I had to learn all the tech stuff because technology is not my strength, but I utilized, those hours, which was my investment into my business, those hours to learn how to create lead magnets, funnels, little things that are going to help my business. Now you get, I'm at a point where I have a virtual assistant that does all of that. I have a team that helps me with a lot of the back end work, but it all started with little old me. You know what I'm saying? So you have the power. You really are the power to create a life by design.
And you're never too old to dream another dream. I loved it when you said that as well. And what is a key piece of advice that you would share on how you overcome that that obstacle of making that decision? I know it started with your reason why, but how did you overcome the next step that comes after deciding why?
Well, I was, the reason why I actually asked myself that is because somebody said, I was watching a leader, somebody that I admire, was watching a live video, and he said, get a piece of paper or write down your perfect day. So I was coachable. That's all I can say, right? I went and I wrote it down. I said, okay, Yolanda, what do you want? And I did it. And so me being coachable to somebody that I wasn't even paying to coach me, but I was just coachable to the reasoning behind that, right? I'm thinking, okay, he's successful. He's got a great, personality. And he actually became my coach years down the line, but I just took action. If you really want something, you have to take action, but also be coachable. You can have a coach through a book. And this book, this Life by Design book, is to me a book of a lot of little coaches coaching you to live a life by design.
Right? Oh, 100% it is. Yes, definitely. Yes. Definitely. Yeah. And I think, sorry, Yolanda, and I think too that we get caught up in but what if I fail? And I think for a lot of people as well, it's, but what if you succeed?
Like, what if I love that.
What if you just wake up in the morning and your goal is just to be happy when you wake up every morning? It doesn't care that you've got $1 bazillion in the bank, but if you can wake up happy and live your life by design that you've designed, then that's the goal, right? That's the goal, is to fulfill your dreams for what you need and for whatever season you are in. And you're helping empower women within the online space as well with marketing strategies so they can successfully grow their business online as well. So whereabouts can we actually connect with you as well?
Super simple. You can find me on my public Facebook page, Yolanda Kennerly. That's it. Yolanda Kennerly. You can just find me there on public, and that's really where I hang out. You can, listen to my content or connect with me, send me a friend request so we can get to know each other. So that's where I hang out. I do have other platforms, but that's the main one. So that's where you would definitely find me.
Fantastic. And what kind of message did you want to leave the audience on today?
I just want to leave you with this message that you are the one that will or will not create your life by design.
That's powerful. That is very, very, very powerful. Yolanda, you're a superstar. You're a rock star. You're helping so many people. You serve with your heart. And thank you very much for being brave to share those parts of your story and let us get to know you just that little bit more. You're so appreciated, and we'll be sharing where to connect with you as well. So keep a lookout for Yolanda. She's all over social media. She is a powerhouse. Please go and grab the Life by Design book, and we'll be sharing where to connect with that as well as how to create the life and business that you have always wanted. You can find the Victim to Victory podcast series on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. So if you've got value from today, please subscribe and comment, and you go into the monthly draw to win access to the Brand Your Story Academy podcast creator course. And remember, wear your story like a superhero cape and not an anchor. See you on the next episode. Thank you, Yolanda.